Hello everyone, welcome to Creatively Crafty Me. I am Charlena and today I just want to give you a Sophie's Universe update. Now I did complete part 4 of both Sophie's Universe blankets and I felt like this part was a lot of work. Not because of the different stitches, but because it took a lot to build those corners. And for me, I just like to see my project grow, but because we was going from the circle to a square, it felt like my project wasn't growing, despite the fact that part 4 has 12 rows. So let's just start with this one here, with the smaller blanket. Now, complete honesty, this one, I did not weave in the ends of all, I did not weave in the ends of all of part 4, but I will get around to it because, like I said, I do not want a lot of ends to weave in. But here is what my Sophie's Universe in the smaller version is looking like. So that is it, because we was going from this circle, which I forgot to mention in the last update of the blanket, that the circle in the middle, of course, is called a mandala, and you had the option to add this crab stitch around your mandala, or you could have left it out, mandala, however it's said. But the mandala in the middle, you had the option to add the crab stitch border around your mandala, or you could have left it off if you wanted. I chose to add the crab stitch border because I love bordering my projects with that crab stitch, even though it's a little bit confusing, like to do that like backwards single crochet almost, but I like the look that it gives, so I definitely wanted to add it, and so I added it here and this. And then I also, with this one, decided that I wanted to mute the colors down a little bit. Originally I was going to use a light beige. Originally I wanted to use this ivory color as the main color of the blanket, but I changed my mind about using that ivy color, that ivory. I keep calling it ivy. That ivory, I changed my mind about using that ivory color as my main color and decided to use beige. Now, for this part of the blanket so far, I have just used the beige that came in the box with all the other color yarns, but I decided I was going to go back and I got this yarn instead. So I'm going to use I Love This Yarn Sports Weight in the color linen because I want to mute the colors down. I don't want it to be as bright and vibrant as it was looking. So that is how it's coming out. So I decided I'm going to use beige as my main color. Oh, and let me show you. So like I said, we did do 12 rounds. 12 rounds. And that is how much the blanket has grown, basically. Even though it had to grow significantly in the corners, you see there's a big difference, of course, between the corner and this part here. But yeah, those 12 rounds took like 7 different colors, I want to say. But I still enjoyed the process. It was a long process. So I'm going to see what round 5 feels like to me, and I'll let y'all know my opinions on doing round 5. But of course, the mandala in the middle grew pretty quickly to me, and that was didn't feel like anything, but this section to grow out these corners was a lot to me. And also, there's an option in the book, there's an option in the pattern to add flowers on these little, I don't even know what you would call them, but to add flowers along these things here. There are 4 total, 1 in each. Is it 4? 2, 4. No, there are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 8 because there's 2 in each corner, and you can choose to add a little flower on the edge of these if you want. Right now, I chose not to add those to either blanket because I'm not really sure what color I would want to add them, or if I would want to do various colors, or how it would look. And I do feel like at any point when you're finished with the blanket, you can go back and add that if you feel you want to try that touch. So I may add it when I'm completely done and see if I like it, and if I don't like it, then I'll just take them off. But that is this Sophie's Universe. That is my smaller version of the Sophie's Universe, parts 1 through 4. And let me show you my main Sophie's Universe. I do really like how it's coming out. Even though I was not a fan of the variegated yarn, I am going to stick with it because I just want the different colors. So here we go. It has grown a lot. It has grown a lot. Maybe I'll get a measurement tape and measure the blanket so you can, and tell you how big it is currently. But yes, let me see if I can give you a good look of my crab stitch. See if I can give you a good look of the crab stitch that I did choose to add to my blanket. And those little things there are where you would add, these little things here is where you would add the flowers. And this blanket too, right now I have not weaved in the ends because, like I said, when I was done with the crocheting part of part 4, I needed a break, so I just put it down. But I am really interested to see how long part 5 is going to take. I do kind of count it out by rows and colors to see how many colors I need, because I do like to count out the rows and the colors, because I like to pull those color yarns out and have them sitting on the side so I don't have to dig through the project bag when I need those colors. So part 5 has 9 rows and it has 6 different colors in it. So when I'm done with this video, I am going to just sit on the couch, watch some TV, and start working on my Sophie. But before I started working on part 5, I wanted to give y'all the update of how part 4 is looking. Let me get a measuring tape real quick and measure the blankets and let y'all see, and let y'all know how big they currently are. Okay, so I have the measuring tape. I'm going to start with the smaller version of the blanket. Okay, so this one is currently about 22 inches. So that's not bad. And then this one here okay. And this one is approximately 26 inches so far. So they're growing, and I'm excited to see how big part 5 gets. If you would like to see what my part 5 looks like, then do come back, stick around, see what else I have going on, and I will talk to you in the next video. Okay, bye.